going on, folks? This is Phil. Had a couple of requests to do a tutorial on Forever Jones' song He Wants It All. A couple of requests to go really slow, so I'm going to try to go as slow as possible. It's my first tutorial, so hope this blesses somebody. Fairly simple song. Start with the intro. The song is in E flat major or C minor if you know your relative majors and minors. C is the relative minor of E flat major. C minor is a relative minor of E flat major. So the song really doesn't stay on any of those foundations, but it's in that key signature. So the intro starts out with a G, A flat, B flat. Just walk that up. And when you get to the B flat, it does a like a C minor over G, C minor seventh over G. In the left hand, I'm doing G, B flat. In the right hand, E flat, G, B flat. And that's when it gets to that's the first chord. Second chord goes from there. Left hand is doing an A flat C. And the right hand is doing an E flat, F, B flat. So first two chords. And it bounces on that B flat. And then the third chord is a B flat major. Left hand is a B flat, F, B flat. Right hand is D, F, B flat. So let's go over that real quick. First three chords. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, that's the first three chords. Then the second part of that intro, it does the same walk up with the G, A flat, B flat, but in the left hand it goes to a C, so it's almost like a C minor seventh. So it goes left hand, it's doing a C, G, C. And the right hand is a E flat, G, B flat. Bounce on the E flat this time. And then it jumps down to a G chord. It's almost like a G minor with a raised fifth. Nah, not really. It's a G in the left hand, D, and in the right hand it's F, B flat, E flat. So it goes bum, 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 bum. And in the last chord of the intro, I do a little crisscross with my chords on this one to make the chord sound a little fuller. I'm using the A flat in the left hand, A flat, E flat, A flat again, and then in the right hand it's doing the G, B flat, C, F. So and then the same chord, both left and right hands just jump up an octave. And I do a little crisscross there just to show you what I'm doing. The left hand and the left thumb and the right thumb are actually crisscrossing, and the left thumb is over the right thumb. And that's the whole intro. So let's go over the whole intro again. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, 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 boom. And you can use little grace notes to just spell the chord out. Sounds a little prettier that way. And that's the whole intro. So let's jump into the chord, the verse of the song. The first chord of the song is right hand, left hand doing a G D. That's on the left hand. Left hand G D. Right hand is G, B flat, E flat. So it's like a G over an E flat major, which is probably the second inversion. First inversion of the E flat. So there's a voice that cries out. Second chord is A flat in the left hand, E flat. Right hand is doing an A flat, B flat, C, E flat. There's a voice that cries out in the silence. Now you can add the D to that chord. That's actually just a B flat major, but I added the C, which is the second or the ninth, depending on how you want to call it. You can add the F to it to add a little more voicing. There's a voice that cries out in the silence. That's it on that first part, and just repeat that same thing. Searching for a heart that will love him. Longing for a child, same chord, that will give him. This is where it changes. They're all is a C minor seventh, which is in the left hand, C, G, and then the right hand is doing a B flat, D, E flat, G. So let's go through that. Longing for a child that will give him their all, give him all, and on the all, that's an F major ninth, which is left hand F, C, F, right hand is an A flat, C, E flat, G. All, he wants it all. This is what they use on the second time around. I just use it both times. It's because it just feels better to do it that way for me. You can figure out a way to do it on your own, but this is how I like to play it. So let's go through that whole thing. I hope I'm not going too fast. There's a voice that cries out in the silence. Searching for a heart that will love him. Longing for a child that will give him their all. Give him all. He wants it. Now that chord is a G in the left hand, G, D in the left hand. In the right hand, it's an F, B flat, E flat, G. Give him all. He wants it all. And back to that C minor chord again, which is C, G, D, E flat, G again. And then goes back to the first chord of the song. There's a God that walks over the earth, searching for a child that is desperate. Longing for a child that will give him their all, give him all, he wants it all. And that's the first verse. Then the hook, or chorus, however you want to call it. The hook is just bounce from that C minor chord down to a B flat major. Boom, boom, love me. C minor chord, and that the first chord, the love me chord, is the same B flat chord that we did earlier. Love me, which is B flat, F, B flat. You could add the C if you want, you don't have to. Or you can do a grace note from the C to the D. Love me, which is a C minor chord. So the C in the left hand, G, C. Right hand is G, B flat, E flat. Love me with your whole heart. And that's A flat major seventh, kind of, sort of, in an inversion type of way. Whatever that means. On this one, I usually do a little grace note from the B flat to the C on the right hand, just to give it a little, because that's what on the harmony, on the melody of the vocals is doing. He wants it all today. Bow down, same chords. Let go of your idols. You can just play around with those notes. Serve me with your life. Wants it all today. Didn't when he wants it all today? Wants it all today. Wants it all today. He wants it all. That's pretty much the whole song. It just repeats some of those chords at different parts of the song. The second verse is actually half of the first verse. They just go straight to the, there's a God that walks over the earth. He's searching for a heart that is desperate, longing for a child that will give him their all, give him all. He wants it all. Oops, my bad. Oh, love me with your whole heart. What's it all today? Serve me with your life now. He wants it all today. Bow down, let go of your idols. Wants it all today. Wants it all today. Wants it all today. Wants it all. And on that little all of you, more of you, he wants it all today. It's the same three chords of the chorus. All of you. Play around with inversions. And then in the ending, it just does the same thing that it does in the verses. The earth, searching for a heart that is desperate, longing for a child that will give them their all, give it all. He wants it all. Hope that works for somebody. If you have any questions or whatever, just hit me, shoot me a message, and hopefully that bless someone. And take your time if you're just beginning. It's a pretty simple song. If anybody out there that plays it different, comment if any of my chords aren't what the actual song does, because this is like my version, and usually that's what people do. They learn a song and they do their own thing on it. One thing I can say is that this is one of those songs where you don't have to play a whole bunch of fancy chords. The song tells a story on its own. The chords are, simple, but they're effective. And that's it. Hopefully this works for you. Peace. God bless.